around the country, we see warehouses and industrial buildings being turned into living lofts. And here in New York City, where space is at a premium, architect Joe Tanney provided for every one of his clients' needs and also gave it a very cool edge, I have to tell you, Joe. This is a great space.
Thanks, Chris. We had a great client. He asked for a minimal apartment, and we did it on a minimal budget.
Oh, it's wonderful. And what I love about it is it's a pretty big space, but you've broken it down into the different needs or uses with the elements, with these walls and the floor. And tell me about that.
Okay. Within the large public space, we have 3 zones of use, and those are demarcated by the use of materials.
So here we are in the living room, and you used a brick, a nice old brick?
The brick was existing. It continues through the length of the apartment. We left it exposed here.
Because it looks so good.
Yeah. In the living room, we carved up into the ceiling and used concrete panels to define the ceiling plane of the living zone. It's higher than the rest of the apartment. These are concrete panels you can find in any hardware store. They're typically used behind tiles in a bathroom, say before you tile your shower.
But you left them here exposed, and I love them.
Yes, we did.
What about the flooring?
The flooring is an existing wood flooring. We just refinished it, sanded it, and put a clear coat of polyurethane on it.
Durable? We love it?
Very durable,
yeah,
yes, it
keeps
is.
the whole thing going. Okay, now in this area, we have this fabulous, big, black, I don't know, it looks like steel or iron wall.
It's a steel wall. It has a tool black finish that's hand rubbed in the shop. So it's a very crafted element. We provided a large front door is what we call it. They're just 2 hollow metal doors that we strapped together, sanded it down, clear coated it, and created a custom lock.
You make it sound so easy. Okay, what about this wall then?
It's made out of integral color plaster. It's actually applied right here on site. We just built a sheetrock wall and applied an 1/8-inch layer of plaster. It's hand tooled, so it's also a very crafted product. This plane demarcates the living zone in the entry, and in it you can see we have a fireplace.
Yeah.
We floated a piece of fire slate in front of the fireplace and did a reinterpretation of a mantle and made that out of steel, which also has a tool black finish.
The lighting in the kitchen area, which actually continues throughout, is beautiful.
Well, as you know, we're on the 2nd floor, and in Manhattan here we don't have a lot of light in this apartment.
Back here.
So we designed these dancing bars of light in an attempt to animate the space and to truly treat the ceiling as, say, another facade. They're voids cut into the ceiling. They're controlled by 4 different dimmers, so you can have different amounts of light either in the dining area or in the kitchen area. And it's intended to unify the whole space.
And they almost seem like they're about to revolve, too. I love them. They really lift up the whole room from being too industrial. And I think in a loft, one has to be a little careful of that.
It warms it up quite a bit.
The piece, the fixture over the dining room table looks like a modern-day chandelier. Is that what it was supposed to be?
It's our reinterpretation of the chandelier for the dining room, yes. It's made out of structural acrylic. It's clipped together, so you can unscrew it and change the light bulbs whenever you need.
And I love the furniture beneath it, Joe. This dining room table looks like it's that same Baltic wood.
Yes, it is. We did 2 layers. We did aluminum inset to hide the seams where the materials come together. And we designed the base using speed rail, which is typically used for, say, railings in a factory or a warehouse.
Oh yeah, of course. That's why they look familiar.
And we found some industrial casters, and we're able to take the table and move it up against the island and open up this large area for impromptu dancing.
I love these chairs. They're beautiful.
Some people call them Navy chairs. Some people call them prison chairs. They're aluminum. They're very lightweight, very durable, and extremely comfortable.
And over here in the living area, you have this wonderful light blue, it looks like a mohair velvet to give us texture and softness.
Yeah, it is a mohair. It plays off very well in color and in texture from our black steel wall. We have a gray, and it plays off also nicely against the blue carpet. And we have a classic George Nelson bench that we use as the coffee table.
Love that, and I also think that the delicate silk pillows with the hand embroidery are a very nice touch here. What about the shelving behind us? It's very low.
Yes, that's to, so we don't block any of the windows, of course, but the shelving does 2 things. One, it accommodates storage, the media unit, some albums, as you can see, books, but also it conceals a heating unit, which is a radiator behind here. So we lifted it up off the ground, perforated stainless steel so the air can flow through, and then the heat comes up through the backs.
That's great, so you don't block it out at all. And then I love the air conditioning unit too. Again, lofty looking.
Well, it's a typical through-the-wall unit. We just happen to cantilever it through the window, support it from the outside, build a plywood box around it, and put a bar grill in front of it.
Joe, you have all the entertainment pieces, all the units out. So what is this right here?
This over here, it looks like a big storage cabinet, but actually it's a Murphy bed.
Oh, it is?
The whole plane folds down, and this way guests can come over and have their own private sleeping nook over here.
You have fit in just about everything, and let's just talk about this kitchen because it seems like it's a dream kitchen, but in a small space.
It is. It's very simple, and we packed out one edge with the refrigerator, Baltic birch cabinets, some closed, some open for display. We did an undermount sink, makes it cleaning very easily. The faucet is mounted on the backsplash, and we had an extended faucet so you can easily clean, pasta pots and that type of thing. The island is very large. It contains the stove, which is right on axis with the sink, and the dining room. It unifies the entire apartment. But the island accommodates a lot of storage.
And even electrical outlets, so you have thought of everything.
We tried.
Just like an architect. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Chris.